It's time for the region tournament here on WNKX, now streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, and the Access Tennessee app, available on all Roku devices. I'm Josh Copley, joined by Ron Puckett, and we meant to get the stream started a little bit earlier, but we ran into some technical difficulties. We appreciate you all for staying right with us, and tonight, along with our normal regular season sponsors, there is a very special sponsor making it not only tonight but tomorrow night's region game possible, and that is the Centerville Church of Christ. And during our halftime break, we're going to have a word from one of their ministers, Carter Hoover, promoting the Church on the Hill, as some in Hickman may know it as. So we're very thankful for them and all the work they've done to help us here at WNKX. And tonight, it should be a good one. Two really good ball teams. The Hickman County Lady Bulldogs riding off their district championship win on Saturday. Meanwhile, Cascade has struggled in the district tournament, but all previous results were wiped away. It's win or go home in J.E. Cisco.
High School Bulldog Battalion color guard. The right guard is Cadet Sergeant First Class Angela Nix. Presenting the national colors is Cadet Sergeant Shyla Roller. The left guard is Cadet Sergeant Matthew Moore. Please bow for the prayer.
Father, thank you for this day. Please be with all these athletes. Keep them safe and healthy. Father, we pray that you be with everyone as they travel home today. And thank you for your son, God, and the cross for our sins. It's in his name we pray. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
The prayer and anthem have concluded, which only means one thing. It's basketball time in Hickman County. And Ron, these are the high-stakes games you live for.
So this is, first round of the region tournament. You're looking at win or go home. There is no tomorrow for whoever loses this one. The great thing is we have a home court advantage, and that's always big.
And that's why we were really preaching that last Tuesday whenever the Hickman County Bulldogs were doing battle with the East Hickman Lady Eagles in the semifinals of the district tournament, because whoever won that game, regardless of how your championship game went, you were going to have that home floor in the opening round of the region. Now, speaking of East Hickman, they're going to be on the road tonight against Summertown. So
they've already started, actually.
So a very interesting battle there with a lot of implications, and that could really be said for any game at this juncture in the region tournament. So we're going to wish our crosstown friends luck tonight as they do battle with Summertown. And now the starting lineups have been introduced for both teams. First for Cascade, they enter in tonight 21-8 with a 7-1 record in their district. The starting five for the Lady Champions. First, number 5, Caroline Parker. number 11, Lizzie Kill, number 12, Lexi Comstock, number 22, Kagan Young, and number 30, Susanna Cruz. And for your Hickman County Lady Bulldogs, it's the starting five you've come to know and love. It's number 2, Carly Everett, number 3, Haley Gordon, number 20, Ava Floyd, number 23, Bailey Kramer, and number 30, Zoe Chilton. But Ron, there is a big question mark around Zoe Chilton.
We talked about at the end of the game the other night, Zoe came down awkwardly when someone kind of undercut her. She has a strained MCL that I think they've done an MRI. They've got her braced up, and she's starting, and Zoe's going to play. She's one of the toughest girls that I know, so we know she's going to give it everything she's got out there.
Absolutely, and also, as we're about to begin, we're also live on the radio tonight on top of our usual video streaming platforms. So if you're listening via 96.7 FM, welcome. And we are underway with the opening round of the region. And it will be Cascade with possession. Bounce pass to the corner, dribbling inside Kramer. There to Stonewall. Now to the other corner, Gordon gambled the pass, dribbling inside, mid-range 2. It falls, striking first is Lizzie Keel.
Haley kind of gambling on defense right there, gave up an easy jump shot.
That shot kicks off. Floyd tried to answer back, but it's rebounded by the Lady Champions. Ball to the corner from 3. No good. And Zoe Chilton rips it away, but not before a jump ball. And Ron, right there, we saw the vertical ability of Zoe Chilton certainly hindered tonight.
Yeah, she was on the ground, did a good job tying up that jump ball right there. Still had good position, though.
So the possession arrow will favor the Lady Dogs. Floyd at the right wing. Screen by Chilton. She fires from 3. That rattles out. And a save on the baseline. Not quite sure how she pulled that one off. But it's going back the other way. It's Young. To the corner from 3. This one falls. Number 30, Susanna Cruz. The first triple of the night. Floyd, she wants to drive, takes it herself, doesn't get it to fall, but she does draw a whistle. That'll be a blocking foul on number 11, Keel.
So in our first matchup this year against Cascade, of course, we were without Haley Gordon with a concussion as Ava hits the first free throw. But Cascade came out in the first quarter and hit either 5 or 6 threes. So that's something the Lady Dogs are going to have to be able to guard.
Oh, and Gordon jumps the inbound there, almost a Lady Dog turnover, and Floyd goes 2 for 2 on those free throws to get their first points of the evening. Top of the key. Driving inside is Keel, kicks it out to Comstock. Ball to the corner. Kramer crashing fast. Back to the corner, another 3 attempted. This one no good. Rebounded by Floyd. Tries to dribble out of danger, and does. Passing right to Gordon. Gordon drives, picks up her dribble, looking for help. There's Everett in the corner. Up top, it's Gordon, wide open 3, and she buries it.
Love to see that right there. Haley Gordon's three-point shot. The last few games has not been on, so that's a nice start.
That's got to feel good for Gordon. When the lights are brightest, you look to your seniors to step up and really be the leaders that you need. Again, a 3 ball from Cascade. Misses off the front iron, and Kramer secures the board. Pushing it to Everett. She's flying down the floor. She wants to take it herself, and she draws the foul. They get number 5, Caroline Parker.
Probably 12.
And it is 12.
She came in from behind.
Comstock and Parker both in the vicinity. Everett's first free throw on the money. And Ron, I want to talk about this Cascade team because they are one of the better teams Hickman County has played all season long, but they really struggled in the district tournament. They lost their opening round game to Summertown, then lost their consolation game to Community, when in reality, a lot of people thought Cascade was the team to beat in that district.
Well, in the regular season, they were the team to beat, but in reality, all of those teams in that district are very, very similar. So anybody could win any given night.
Driving inside kicks, but it goes right into the hands of Floyd. It's a foot race. Keel, Floyd. Ava tries the left-handed
It's a
layup.
nice block by 11.
And a foul is going to be called against the Lady Bulldogs. That'll be Carly Everett.
Lizzie Keel right there. Ava went for the left-handed layup, and she just kind of came in from behind and blocked it. Nice athletic move.
The Lady Bulldogs still probably riding or feeling like they're on cloud 9 after their first district championship win since 2010, and driving inside hard was Kagan Young, and she'll be fouled by Kramer.
Got Haley Gordon coming in from behind.
Well, that would make a lot more sense. That was Gordon's first foul tonight, and the first free throw is made by Young. That second one rattles in. So we're all tied at 7 with under 5 minutes to play in the first quarter. So two very different stories for each of these teams in their respective district tournament, but all that matters is this one right now. Floyd steps through, misses it well left, maybe trying to do a bit too much.
It's kind of a wild shot.
A deep three, and it's nothing but net for Keel. Floyd going the other way in front of this packed house in J.E. Cisco. Floyd steps back, looking for help.
Got the double team, got to get the ball out, but 22 bailed her out with the foul. It's Kagan Young with the foul.
And the Lady Champions, who were coached by Janie DeMumbrium, we know they're going to be a very well-coached squad. They're going to be well-prepared for this Lady Dog attack.
Well, when Ava's coming off that screen, they're sending a trap at her. Ava's going to have to deliver it pretty quick.
Floyd bounce pass
Comes a
inside to
trap
Kramer. Wide open up top is Gordon. That one kicks high off the rim. It's a scrap. Floyd's got it, puts it back up. A nice little hook from the junior. 2 points for the Lady Dog.
Good job, Zoe, right there. Kept that ball alive and bouncing, and it ended up in Ava's hands.
And while Zoe's athleticism might be hindered tonight, her physicality has not. Top of the key, it's Parker. Bounce pass over to Cruz. Some quick passes. On the back cut, it's Cruz. Met quickly by Chilton and Kramer. Keel, pump fakes, dribbles in, pulls from the free throw stripe, and it rims out, rebounded by Kramer. Floyd dribbles in, kicks to Chilton. Now to Gordon. Back to Chilton, under the bucket, steps through. The left-handed shot is no good. Out of bounds, knocked out by Carly Everett, so it will be a Cascade ball. And Ron, it has felt like a long 6 days since we've last gotten to cover Hickman County basketball.
Yeah, that's one of the things about the tournaments is you get so many games in so many days, and then there's a break.
Ball out to the corner. It's Cascade from the wing. Cruz fires well off the mark. Cascade tries to save it, but it goes right into the hands of Floyd. Ava pulls, contested. Doesn't get the shot to fall, but she gets another whistle and will head to the line again. So we're already
Parker trying to block that shot from behind. Got Ava on the head.
We're already seeing the aggressiveness of Floyd on display, and she knocks down the first free throw. All tied up at 10, 2:40 left in the first. And Floyd goes 2 for 2. An area she's struggled in the last month or so, but looking really solid tonight from the line. 4 for 4. Parker hands wide open in the corner. And doesn't get a favorable bounce. That's going to be Hickman County ball. That was the sophomore Comstock there in the corner. And Ron, something to note about this Cascade unit, they're a very young team. Only 1 or 2 seniors on the roster. So not all too different from the Lady Dogs.
Yeah, yep.
It's going the other way. Hickman County by 1. Floyd, left wing. Looking for somebody. Finds Everett. Everett dribbles in, pulls, and she knocks it down. The officials give her 2. Her foot was on the line. And we know Everett, we've talked about how she takes those long-distance shots, but whenever she steps up a little bit, really pure-looking stroke.
Haley Gordon almost with the steal right there. Just couldn't find anybody to save it to, and did a good job just going out of bounds because you never want to save it under the opponent's basket.
Inbounded,
That was a walk.
step back. The 3 is no good anyway. Kramer tries for the rebound, but it will go off of Cascade.
A lot of these step-back shots that they're shooting, they're actually walking. They're taking 3 steps to get their feet set.
Under 2 minutes to play in the opening quarter. Floyd gives to Everett. Everett drives, picks up her dribble at the free throw line, looking for help. Back cut to Floyd, saves it. Gordon in the corner, rims out.
Songa Bailey for the push.
And they're gonna get Bailey Kramer her first foul. And Ron, it seems like those fouls are a classic example of being punished for being tall.
Well, that one right there, she probably did make contact. It wasn't like she went straight up. She was kind of going through her.
And Tinley Davis has subbed in for Zoe Chilton. Ball to the corner.
It's a walk.
Cruz, and she walks.
Got her on that one.
So we figured we would be seeing limited minutes from Zoe Chilton in this one, given her health. So now the spotlight on number 10, Tinley Davis. But she has gotten a fair amount of playing time this season, to say the least, so I feel like she's going to be ready for the moment tonight. Floyd left, pulls from the wing. Doesn't get it to roll. And Davis already getting involved in forcing a jump. There's the scrappiness of this Lady Dog bench.
Davis 3-point shots finding all kinds of rim right now. Just hasn't gotten to go in.
We've got under a minute in the first quarter. Parker hands. A lot of quick gives. Dribbles right, back outside beyond the perimeter. Hickman County being very patient near the arc. Parker dribbles left, under 30 seconds. She goes near the logo. There's Comstock. Now driving and has a lane. Keel blocked by Kramer. Davis going the other way. Keel from behind gets it to Floyd. Ava in the left corner being trapped, looking for help, and finds Gordon top of the key. Everett, ball fake. Fires to Kramer inside, back to Gordon. Wide open, can't sink it. The putback falls as the opening quarter expires. Hickman County leads by 5 when we come back.
This broadcast of Friday Night Lights on WNKX is brought to you by Ascension St. Thomas Hickman Hospital. MLEC and ML Connect, your trusted source for power and broadband. Pizza Hut of Centerville. McDonald Funeral Home and the McDonald Family. Heritage Bank and Trust and Three Rivers Community Health Group in Lyles. We appreciate these trusted local businesses for making this broadcast possible. We will return.
And on top of our regular season sponsors, we also want to give a very special thank you to our region tournament sponsor, at least for this game and for tomorrow's game, the Centerville Church of Christ. As you might remember from last year, it's not always easy to come up with the funds needed to broadcast a tournament like this, but we have such a wonderful community who is always ready to answer the call whenever the radio needs a little bit of help, and Centerville Church of Christ has stepped up in a big way. And during our halftime break, we'll hear a word from the youth minister at Centerville Church, Carter Hoover.
She walked.
And they'll get Gordon on the walk to open up our second quarter.
So Cascade's putting a lot of pressure on the Bulldogs up top. We're going to have to pass out of that. attack the wing. They're going to leave someone like Rachel Puckett's in the game right now. One of those girls are going to have to step up and hit some shots.
Driving it high off the glass. Easy board for Everett. Fights out of danger. Floyd wants to drive, has it knocked loose, but a foul call on Cascade. So Floyd already drawing several whistles tonight. And Cascade really doesn't have just that deep of a roster, Ron.
That's the second foul on Kagan Young, number 22.
Gordon looking for help. Low pass in the paint. Everett, a blind shot. Almost went in, actually. But it's rebounded by Laughlin. Laughlin fires the wing. Parker steps through wide open lane, and she misses the layup. And that goes out of bounds off of the Lady Champions.
Lady Dogs dodged a bullet right there.
It looked like from here that might have gone off of Everett's hand, but we take those.
Well, she came in from behind and hit it. I agree with that call. They just missed the layup.
And Floyd's trying to step through traffic, and she's called for the walk.
We're going to have to get some ball movement. We're trying too many times we're attacking 2 or 3 players. That's going to be easier if we swing the ball around.
It's going to be Parker coming across the logo, 15-10. Lady Dogs ahead. Parker wants to go all the way. Dishes was looking for Keel, but the ball was deflected out of bounds by Everett. Bailey Kramer subbing back in for the Lady Dogs. Haley Gordon taking a reprieve. 6:46 left in the first half. To the corner from 3. Kicks off the front iron. Rebounded by Keel. Parker, she tries from 3. This one on the money. Just so many threats shooting the ball on that Cascade side.
They're very balanced, very balanced.
There's Zoe Chilton at the right wing. Guarded closely by Young. Gives to Everett. Floats to Kramer. Out to Rachel Puckett. Her 3 misses short. Rebound by Everett. Her putback is no good. It's a scrap for the ball and a foul against the Lady Dogs. And Ron, right now, Hickman County fan base going ballistic. What did you see right there?
Well, there's a little extra elbow after the whistle right there.
So it's going to be Cascade ball. Parker up top, goes to the corner. Comstock drives. Little hook layup, falls. Very athletic move for 2. That's her first points tonight, the sophomore. Everett fires from 3. She answers right back to the roar of the crowd.
Right now, Cascade is dribble penetrating. We have to stop the penetration.
Parker spins through, stepping over Floyd. Missed it. Rebounded by Chilton. And there's Ava up the left side of the floor. Floyd hands to Everett. Everett has a lane, pulls from the free throw stripe, and Carly Everett's feeling it in the first half. 9 points for Everett. Looking for somebody, and Laughlin fires. Parker dishes, blocked by Kramer. Ron, how impressive has Bailey Kramer been this season, especially when it comes to blocks? She has racked up more blocks than anybody I've seen.
She is so long, and she has pretty good timing. That was a situation. Girl tried to shoot a 17-footer, and Bailey recovered about 10, 12 feet and blocked it out of bounds.
And there really hasn't been anybody like Kramer recently that Hickman County's had. Of course, this is her first year as a Lady Dog. Still 1 more year left, only a junior this season. So she's going to be super valuable, not just for the rest of this tournament, but into next season as well.
Well, size, it's like my college coach said, 7 foot never gets tired. When you're tall, you're always tall. And, that size in the middle, having someone to challenge layups is huge.
That's going to be Cascade inbounding underneath. And a jump ball forced by Everett. It was number 30, Susanna Cruz, who might have been open for a split second under the basket.
It's a three-point shot coming up.
And a wide open look for Kiel, missed it. Offensive board by Comstock. Swings to Parker, she tries from three, well off. Rebounded by Gordon. Gets it to Floyd. Everett, ball fake, and was looking to go back to Floyd, but deflected out of bounds by Kiel. It'll be Zoe Chilton passing it in. Everett to the corner. Floats it inside to Kramer. Back to Floyd. Pulls. Mid-range two. Kicks off the front iron. Rebounded by Kiel.
Good open look right there.
And Young taking it the other way. Pulls in front of Haley Gordon. And Gordon's called for the shooting foul. So that'll be 2 shots for Kagan Young. 20-15, Lady Dogs up by 5. Young tries to cut into it, but misses the first. Rachel Puckett back in the game for the Lady Dogs. Haley Gordon coming out after her second foul. Young's second free throw rattles in. 4:33 left in the first half, 20-16. Hickman County leads inside J.E. Cisco. Floyd gives right to Chilton. Kramer, back to Floyd, left elbow. She splashes the 2. Ava Floyd getting a lot of good looks tonight so far. Ball to the corner. It's Cruz. Step back, 2 ball. I believe Puckett got a hand on it. And there's Ava Floyd on the board. Ava's driving. Bounce pass to Everett. Takes it up.
Same foul.
And Everett wanting a foul, doesn't
Going to call
get
a
it.
foul on us, but Carly got fouled. This guy's done that to us a couple times already.
And that foul is going to go against Rachel Puckett, her second. Parker crosses the logo, directing traffic. Floyd there to meet her. Goes back. Young drives. And Kramer making a little too much contact. And promptly Josie Hassel about to sub in. Hassel replaces Kramer. The Lady champion from the baseline. On the cut. Stepping through. Missed it short. Rebound. Keels put back. Also rolls out. That's going to be Hickman County ball, but Coach Gordon not too happy with that.
Well, we got to go get the rebound right there. We let that ball hit the floor twice. Nobody went and got it.
Floyd dribbles in, steps through, touches it in for 2. .3:15 left in the second quarter, 24-16. And that ball is deflected into the student section by the newly entered in Josie Hassel. So Ron already Hickman County looking aggressive in jumping passes.
Well, we got to. We have to.
Parker looks back to Coach DeMumbrium looking for the play. Parker hands off to Keel. Keel dribbles, gives to Comstock to the corner. Cruz, good from 3. These teams just going back and forth, answer for answer. Zoe Chilton dribbles right, gives out Hassel, now to Floyd. Floyd steps through a lot of steps and a walk. Floyd already been called for a couple of walks tonight.
There's a lot of contact to go along with that walk right there. That referee's not giving us a single call tonight.
Parker near the logo. Dribbling left, gives to Keel. Keel wide open look, Comstock doesn't take it, goes back to Keel, she's open. Kicks off the front, and crashing was Comstock trying for the rebound and knocks it out of bounds. Hickman County ball. You gotta love the Cascade aggressiveness trying for those boards.
Well, they're going to play aggressive. That's how they play.
Floyd to Puckett. Puckett goes right to Chilton at the wing. Back up top, it's Floyd. Ava drives on Keel, pulls, contested shot, missed it right. Rebounded by Young. 2 minutes to go in the first half. Parker goes up top to Keel. Over to Cruz. On the cut, Floyd deflects it, couldn't hang with it, and it goes out of bounds.
She tried to save it.
But a great disruptive play by the Lady Dogs defensively. Puckett subbing out, Davis in. And Ron, this has been probably the most rapid-fire subs we've seen from Coach Gordon this year.
Well, he is running about 3 different girls guarding, I think it's number 22, Kagan Young. She's their most dynamic scorer.
Keel wants to drive, steps through, and a foul called on Davis. That'll be Keel heading to the line. Her first free throw is good.
Right now, we're getting every little foul on us. That's 5-1 in the fouls this quarter. They've been able to push us, do whatever they really want to do.
The second free throw is no good, rebounded by Chilton. She tries to dribble out, and she's fouled. Also a note, number 20, Jade Toller, the sophomore, in the game for the Lady Champions. She replaces number 12, Lexi Comstock. Floyd dribbles right at the wing. Goes in, pulls from the free throw line. Gets it to rattle home.
Good pull-up right there.
Ava's shot looking really pure tonight. Parker at the wing, shoots over Floyd. Kicks off the back iron, rebounded by Cruz. Now Toller tries from 3, that's good. Who on this Cascade team cannot shoot a 3? Goodness gracious.
Now they can all shoot. You've got to be able to
Hassel,
cover.
open 3. Kicks off the rim. It's a fight. It's still loose. Hassel trying to get it. Gets it to Davis, high off the glass, missed. Chilton tries to put back. This one good. 50 seconds left in the half. 28-23. Lady Dogs up by 5. Parker guarded by Floyd. Parker goes left, bounce pass to Cruz. Cruz on the cut. Toller gets it back out beyond the arc to Keel. There's Parker. High post. Deep 3 from Toller. Missed it long. Rebounded by Floyd. Pushes it to Davis. To Hassel for 2.
Great break right there. Great break.
Josie Hassel already making her mark on this region tournament opener. 5 seconds in the half. Looking to get something going. Nowhere to go. Keel chucks it. No good. And Hickman County will take the momentum into the locker room. Your score at the end of the first half. Hickman County 30, Cascade 23. An exciting first half, and we've still got 16 minutes left to play. And while we have some time during this break, a word from our sponsors.
This broadcast of Friday Night Lights on WNKX is brought to you by Ascension St. Thomas Hickman Hospital. MLEC and ML Connect, your trusted source for power and broadband. Pizza Hut of Centerville. McDonald Funeral Home and the McDonald Family. Heritage Bank and Trust, and Three Rivers Community Health Group in Lyles. We appreciate these trusted local businesses for making this broadcast possible. We will return in just a moment.
So as always, we want to thank our regular season sponsors who have got us to this point, but with the region tournament, it takes a lot to fund it. But for tonight and tomorrow night's boys game, the Centerville Church of Christ has done us a great service. They are contributing and they are sponsoring these first 2 region tournament games. And at this time, a very special word from Centerville Church of Christ.
Hello, I am Carter Hoover, and I am one of the ministers here at the Centerville Church of Christ. We are thankful to be able to sponsor this weekend's coverage of the half. We meet together on Sunday morning
Of a pregame show due to some technical difficulties we've experienced. So we thank you all for joining in with us and for bearing with us. So now we've got some time, about 6 minutes to go until we resume with the second half. We can get into the nitty-gritty, into some more detail about this matchup between Cascade and Hickman County.
Well, I mean, this is an interesting matchup. These two teams have played before in I think the championship game of a Thanksgiving tournament. I can't remember exactly where it was played, Cornersville or somewhere, I'm not certain. But in that game, we were without Haley Gordon. And, you know, Cascade's come out firing up threes. They hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 threes in the first half. In that game, they hit about 5 or 6 threes in the first quarter, jumped out to a lead, and then the rest of the game was pretty even. So, you know, it's two pretty evenly matched teams. Cascade likes to attack the rim, as you can watch them with their dribble drive, kick out, shoot threes. Hickman County likes to attack the rim with Ava. So in some ways they're similar. In other ways they're a lot different. So, you know, it's interesting to see what the coaches do here. There in the second quarter, it kind of looked like at times Cascade was kind of going to a little 1-2-2 zone to try to trap the guards out top and put a lot of pressure on Ava and Carly. So, you know, the Lady Dogs have done a good job in the first half defensively, I think. You know, yeah, they've hit 5 threes. Most of those threes have been challenged. They are cutting off the layups, and so far they have kept Kagan Young to three free throws. That's her point total tonight.
So we were expecting a big-time matchup tonight, and as we know with the region tournament, your district record, your district results, you have a clean slate entering in tonight, because I don't think anybody could have predicted the district tournament could have gone the way it went for Cascade. Of course, losing their first matchup to Summertown, then losing the consolation to Community. I mean, they're a really good ball team, but they also play other really good ball teams in their district.
When it comes to tournaments, you can only take care of what you can take care of. I remember one of the first years that I coached, somewhere back 1998, 1999. Amy was in law school. I was a freshman coach at Haywood County. We had a really good team that year. We won our district tournament. We go to the region and we have to play Bartlett, who had finished first in the regular season, but had bombed out in the tournament, finished 4th. We played them to double overtime. Bartlett beat us, and Bartlett went on to win the state tournament that year. You know, it's just, you never know how tournaments will shape out.
Well, and as with most postseason sports, not just basketball, and at any level, really, it's all about who gets hot at the right time. You can lose both district games, then go on to be a state champion if you get hot at the right time. You can win both your district games and become a district champion and still lose your opening round of the region, and then all of a sudden you feel a lot more deflated than you did just a few days ago when you were hoisting that banner.
One thing I feel like you're going to see a lot of districts in Tennessee go to, because we only have in our district 4 teams. There's a lot of 4-team districts across the state now. And I feel like a lot of the districts are going to forego a district tournament and let the regular season seed them for the region tournament, because a regular season is over 6 games, a district tournament is 2 games. And so the regular season kind of gives you a truer feel of who is the better team. And I know there's already some districts in the state that are doing that, and it's not going to surprise me after this year to see more go that route.
Well, we know laws and regulations are always changing, especially where the TSSAA is concerned. For those of you that haven't heard, we know TSSAA has passed a law recently in the state where you are able to transfer once without losing any sort of eligibility. That law is put into effect on July 1st, and that's just to show that, I mean, they're always trying to make changes to make life better and easier on these student athletes, and I'm sure we could definitely see something like you were talking about certainly be implemented before too long.
Well, you know, that's not really a state decision. That's a district decision. ADs just get together and say, hey, we'd rather do this, and then that's what they do.
But right now, as As I'm sure they are, these two teams only focused on right here and right now, trying to win, trying to survive for at least one more game. And it's so special to be back here inside J.E. Cisco for at least one more time this season. And I know no one's happier than those seniors. They have to play on this floor at least one more time.
One more time. They got 2 more quarters here. We need to get it done.
Only 7 points separate these two teams. Cascade trailing by 7, 30-23. Just over a minute left until we resume with the second half. And for the Hickman County Lady Bulldogs, it was Ava Floyd leading the pack with 14 points offensively. And on the Cascade side, Susanna Cruz and Lizzie Keel were tied with 6 points, leading the pack for the Lady Champions.
Found it interesting. Both teams had 6 people score in that half, so very balanced scoring, a lot of people contributing.
Well, we talked about how even this matchup really was. It could go either way, and the stats reflecting that up to this point. We thank you for joining us tonight on YouTube or the Access Tennessee app, available on all Roku devices. And we're also live on the air, on the radio, on 96.7 FM. For those of you listening, we welcome your ears as well. And both teams taking the floor for the third quarter. It will be Hickman County, starting with possession. Ava Floyd crossing the logo, and Comstock lost her footing there trying to guard Floyd. There's Everett, back to Gordon. Tries to float to Kramer, but Cruz deflects it. Gordon stays with it, tries again to Cruz. Again it's deflected. Kramer stays with it, tries for a floater. Misses off to the right, but she draws the whistle.
That's number 22, Keegan Young. I think that's her third.
So right there, Ron, we saw Gordon really try to force that pass to Kramer. Would you like to have seen her maybe adjust, or was that the right play?
Well, so they're in that half-court 1-2-2 where they're sending traps. We're not doing a real good job of creating passing angles, so Bailey didn't really have a good passing angle. We need to bring somebody out to the swing that's going to be wide open.
And Kramer makes both free throws. A very efficient shooter at multiple levels. The first-year Lady Dog, the junior. Now it's Parker up top, 32-23. Lady Dogs extend their lead, courtesy of Bailey Kramer. Keel met by Everett. Kicks out to Parker. Parker wants to drive. She goes to the corner, back to Keel. Bounce pass, Comstock drives, has a lane. Fouled by Kramer. She swats down.
She slapped down at that.
A lot of contact.
Zoe's having a hard time covering outside penetration right now. Her knee is just not letting her recover like she normally does.
But to Zoe's credit, whenever she's able to play back against the wall, if you will, against the baseline, underneath the basket, she's still playing really physical. Josie Hassel back in the game for Bailey Kramer. 32-25. Floyd crosses the logo, goes to Everett. Trapped.
There's that first.
Tries to go back to Floyd, deflected out of bounds by Keel.
You notice that first pass to the wing, they're trapping, and we've got to do a better job of moving to a soft spot in that zone to create a passing angle. It's a little 1-2-2.
Chilton inbounds to Floyd. Ava goes left. Lost it. Taken away by Parker. It's a foot race. Gordon in pursuit. Parker gets the layup to roll. Hickman County trying to answer back. Some of Cascade's girls had their backs turned. Floyd falling away. An acrobatic effort by Ava Floyd. What a shot.
That's a hard shot right there.
So Floyd answers right back. Parker hands. Comstock goes right to Keel. Keel bumped by Everett. And a foul.
Carly reaching her hand out. We've got to play less handsy and move our feet and cut them off with our body. That's Carly's third foul.
Young inbounds to the corner. Parker open three. Quick catch release is no good. Being tipped around. Still loose. Still rolling. And it's Cascade ball. Hassel tried to run it down, but it was last touched by Zoe Chilton.
Or maybe they called that on. Maybe that's her second foul. Maybe I'm wrong. They just flashed up 2 fouls, so I may be off on somebody else. That's good.
Keel at the wing, hands off to Young. Young floats it, Comstock dribbles in, Wide open look in the corner. Can't leave Keel open because she'll do that. She knocks down the three. The Lady Champions have cut it to 4. Floyd drives, steps through, left-handed layup, rattles out. Rebounded by Cruz. So a pretty good drive by Floyd, just couldn't finish. Young hands to Comstock, goes to Keel. Keel spins through, guarded by Everett, falling away, missed it short. One-handed board by Young, and she goes up and is fouled. So 3 team fouls already on the Lady Dogs. And we've only played 2 minutes and 22 seconds. First free throw by Young is good. That's 3 fouls on Carly Everett. The second one on its way. This one missed. Out of bounds off of the hands of Lizzie Keel.
Coming out in a full court press now, Cascade is.
Well, Cascade can feel the momentum shifting a little bit. They're trying to keep the foot on the gas. Floyd wants to drive, steps through off the glass for 2.
So Keegan Young was back guarding the goal. She has 3 fouls, didn't want to pick up her 4th. Ava did a good job attacking her and getting the layup.
Ava's already drawn several fouls tonight. Keel, top of the key, picks up her dribble, swings left. Now it's Parker, goes coast to coast. Down to the right corner, it's Cruz, guarded by Hassel. Looking for help on the cut. Nobody home. That's Cascade ball.
I guess that bounced off Zoe's foot. She didn't act like it didn't.
Seemed like a pretty easy turnover opportunity for the Lady Dogs, just unable to capitalize. Keel, long 2. Missed it. Offensive board, Parker lost it. Hangs with it, lost it again. And this time secured by Zoe Chilton.
We dodged another bullet right there. We're not rebounding well.
Floyd drives, steps through, takes it right-handed from the left-hand side. And she's got 2 more. Parker wants to drive, has a lane, takes it for 2 all the way to the rim.
Carly Everett there with the 3rd foul, not wanting to play tough, hard defense, afraid of picking up that 4th.
Everett, deep 3, bombs away. This one misses. Oh, and friendly fire. Gordon runs into Hassel. And Zoe Chilton subbing out. Rachel Puckett back in. And Ron, going back to that last Parker layup, yes, Everett was playing a bit more conservative, but we could just really see Zoe Chilton just not as quick on her feet to help there.
Yeah.
Up the floor is Kagan Young, hands to Parker. Just over 4 minutes left in the second quarter. Hands off, Keel, met quickly by Floyd, passes left to Parker at the left wing. Parker goes right, wants to drive, spins, looking for help, comes stuck on the cut, and precariously gets it back to Young. Young drives on Gordon, missed it. Haley's got the rebound, lost it into the hands of Puckett, who tried to force it to Gordon, not ready for it. So some chaos, and again, shooting themselves in the foot. Wide open corner 3 from Keel, missed it short, and into the hands of Ava Floyd. No harm, no foul, and a very quick whistle called on Cascade.
I think that's going to be 11. She had 2 hands. She had 2 hands in Ava. That's going to be a foul.
So both ways, we've seen some pretty ticky-tacky calls.
I agree with 2 hands. That's always, when you have 2 hands on someone, you're holding them or controlling them.
Puckett dribbles, goes back to Floyd.
We really need to attack the corners.
There's Gordon in the corner, goes back up top to Puckett, quick swing. Everett fires away from 3, off the back of the rim, and a jump ball. And there's the freshman again, Rachel Puckett, getting physical, getting involved. 3:05 left in the third quarter, 38-33. Lady Dogs lead by 5. Parker hands off. to Keel, over to Comstock, inside, waved off, and a foul called on the Lady Dogs.
It's going to be a hold on Haley. They ran a quick post up for Young, and Haley was holding as she sealed.
That'll be 3 fouls on Gordon.
Foul trouble is going to play a big factor for Hickman County.
Give, Parker, dishes, Cruz, open 3. Rolls off the rim. Chilton escapes and gets it to Everett. Everett to Gordon. Gordon pulls, missed it. A low line drive shot, not enough arc.
Haley just picked up 3, so they're switching Rachel over to guard Young now. Of course, Rachel already, I think, she's got 1 foul.
Ball in the corner, they give back up top. Parker wants to drive, steps through, falling down, and a blocking foul called against the Lady Dogs.
That's on Haley. That's her 4th.
And Tinley Davis about to sub in for Hickman County to replace Haley Gordon. First free throw, no good. Davis in to replace Gordon. Laughlin in for Cruz. A whistle and a timeout taken by Cascade. So still a 5-point game. Things, a steady flow back and forth between these two teams in this third quarter, about 6 minutes of the way through.
Cascade is going to keep attacking. I don't know. It may be running through Coach Gordon's mind. This is what Cascade did when they got in foul trouble, or when Young got in foul trouble. They went to that zone. Sometimes a zone will stop penetration. We're sitting here, Haley Gordon with 4 fouls, Carly Everett with 3, Bailey Kramer with 3 fouls. That's 3 pretty important players right there in foul trouble.
And to your point, Young, the only one really remotely in foul trouble for Cascade. They've been playing a pretty disciplined ball game. So the second free throw on the way from Parker. This one also missed. And Everett tried to secure the rebound, but a nice effort by Jocelyn Laughlin to force the jump. The arrow will favor the Lady Dogs. We've got 2 minutes to play in the third.
Extended 1-2-2 zone. This is a defense that's given us trouble all year long.
Davis kicks to Everett. Everett, floater, missed it short, and it goes right into the hands of Laughlin. Look at the corner. Floyd couldn't quite get a hand on it. Keel drives, and she gets the layup. We got a 1-possession game in J.E. Cisco. Floyd has it ripped away by Comstock. There's Keel, left wing. Passes right. Dribbles in, nice spin move, takes it to the glass, and she's fouled. That's going to be Rachel Puckett, the guilty party. So that's 16 fouls on the Lady Dogs, the 3rd foul of the night on Puckett. The first free throw missed by Young. And Cascade answers back, courtesy of Jocelyn Laughlin. 40 seconds left in the third, 41-39, a 2-point game. Hickman County still leads. Zoe Chilton, ball in the corner. Inside to Floyd. Steps through. Traffic. Just missed the and one, a little bit too long, but that'll still be free throws for Floyd. A chance to make it a 2-possession game yet again. That was the first foul called on Toller, and she misses the first free throw. Cruz back in the game, subs in for Comstock. Floyd's second free throw. This one is good. So 25 seconds. Cascade looking to take the final shot of the quarter. Parker patiently dribbles near the HC at midcourt. Now here we go. 10 seconds. Hands, Keel. Top of the key. Laughlin blocked by Chilton. Hangs with it, tries again. This one short. 3 seconds. Davis is just going to sit on it. And that brings the third quarter to a close. And it's going to be an exciting fourth. Your score, 42-39. Hickman County in the lead.
This broadcast of Friday Night Lights on WNKX is brought to you by Ascension St. Thomas Hickman Hospital. MLEC and ML Connect, your trusted source for power and broadband. Pizza Hut of Centerville. McDonald Funeral Home and the McDonald Family. Heritage Bank and Trust and Three Rivers Community Health Group in Lyles. We appreciate these trusted local businesses for making this broadcast possible. We will return in just a moment.
And welcome back to WNKX on 96.7 FM, or if you're watching the video stream on YouTube or the Access Tennessee app. We're about to start the final 8 minutes. Hickman County trying to keep the momentum rolling from their district championship win last Saturday by beating a very game Cascade team tonight. They lead by 3, and we're underway. Young goes to Laughlin. Cruz up top, bounce pass inside, and she's fouled by Puckett.
So Hickman County's going to have to do something to counteract that, because what they're trying to do now with Young is post her up. That's Puckett's 4th foul. Every shot that Young has 6 points, 6 free throws. We've done a good job keeping her from the foul line, but it may be more costly to us with the fouls that we've occurred.
And both free throws find their home for Young. A 1-point game. Floyd, bounce pass to Chilton. Quick swing to Everett. Back up top to Chilton.
Got to get to the short corner.
Everett floater short. That's going to be Cascade ball. That shot well contested by the Lady Champions.
Yeah, we really need to do something to attack that short corner.
Cascade a chance to take a lead. Laughlin passes right. Cruz. And I heard a whistle. Did you see what happened there?
Well, Tinley had Young wrapped up inside. It was a foul. Their coach came close to getting a technical, though.
And Young, it looked like she just inbounded it to herself. But it's a turnover. Good defense there by the Lady Dogs. Chilton, corner 3. On one leg, it doesn't matter. Zoe Chilton knocks it down, and a timeout by Coach Gordon. And the Lady Dogs needed that in a big way.
That was a huge shot right there. Imagine Coach Gordon right now is giving some instructions on how to guard what Cascade is doing in the post-ups with Young, because now that, we've had Rachel and Tinley, 2 smaller guards trying to guard her, they're taking her down low trying to post up. So we're going to have to switch somebody else onto her, maybe someone like Ava Floyd, who has no fouls right now and can kind of be strong enough to push her off the block.
Out of the timeout, we've got a 4-point game.
That's exactly what's happening.
45-41, Cascade with the rock. Laughlin. Kramer giving her some space. Goes left to Cruz.
Bailey's also coming over to stop the pass in.
Keel drives, gives to Laughlin, right wing, jump stop at the free throw line and goes back to Cruz. Oh, and she lost it. Parker had it, but it's Everett that comes up with it, and hawking her down from behind was Caroline Parker, and she knocks it into the stands. So it's going to stay with the Lady Dogs, but a nice job by Parker to hustle to stay with it. And again, knocked out of bounds, this time by Lizzie Keel. Cascade not making it easy.
Well, they're denying Ava everywhere, just like we're trying to get into Young.
There's Floyd.
It's going to be a jump ball.
And the possession arrow will stay with Hickman County. But again, Cascade, relentless.
Well, every time Ava's driving, they're just reaching to try to tie up the ball on her. She's going to have to kind of move the ball a little bit, draw some fouls instead of going through the same trajectory.
Inbound to Everett. Open is Kramer underneath, spins around, backing down, takes it up for two. Jade Toller is subbed back in for Cascade, replacing Laughlin.
Kramer made that last a little longer than I wanted. She was open for the initial layup, but then got her feet set and finished.
Toller at the right wing. Gives left to Cruz. Quick pass. Young inside. Floyd rips it away, but it hits the baseline. So a good effort, but it's going to stay with the Lady Champions. Passes out. Cruz has a lane. Gives the corner. Toller drives. She kicks to Parker, who then hands to Keel. Left wing. Quick catch release three off the back iron. Floyd runs it down. It's a one-on-one. Floyd spins through, keeps her footing.
Missed it.
Doesn't fall. Kramer gets the roll and the putback.
It's way to run the floor, Bailey.
Never given up on the play. Bailey Kramer stays valuable. Dogs by 8, 49-41. Parker top of the key, whistle, and a foul on Floyd. So, Ron, I would like to revisit the ticky-tack claim I made earlier.
So, that, the thing is Ava's receiving the same treatment on the other end. And this guy's calling nothing, but everything that we do, he will call.
And Haley Gordon back in the game, replacing Tinley Davis.
3 fouls to 0, and now he's going to get on the coach for stepping on the line.
So Hickman County needs to stay calm. Cooler heads will prevail, as they say. Past the corner. Parker has a lane, takes it herself, and that's 2 for the Lady Champions. Just over 5 minutes to play in the fourth. Dogs up by 5. Floyd, guarded by Keel, dribbles back near the volleyball line, goes left and is fouled. That'll be Keel, only her second foul tonight. No, that'll be her third.
Hey, this ain't right. Trust me, I get into the game. It could be wrong.
I put a lot of faith in you. Chilton looking for somebody, finds Floyd. Ava wants to drive herself, off balance. Missed it short. Rebounded by Young. And Cruz laid out Floyd, no call. And Toller hits a 3. So that's a tough break for Hickman County. I mean, Ava Floyd got flattened on this end.
She got flattened. It was probably a decent screen. My argument right there is the guy that just called the hand check on Ava. Ava was bodied all the way out of bounds down here, and he was watching it the whole way and refused to blow the whistle.
Well, Ron, this is the dramatics that you live for. And looking over at the sideline, we've got some fan altercations, I believe.
Yes, there's something going on right now.
I can't say for certain, but it looks like maybe somebody from Cascade's getting ejected. Truth be told, I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. All I know is for 440, we've got to focus and be able to execute enough to win a game. And it's probably going to entail getting a call from that one referee.
And Coach Gordon having a conversation with one of the officials on the sideline. 4.5 to play. Floyd has a lane. Takes it off the glass. Ava Floyd, a little do-it-yourself. There's Young, guarded by Floyd. It gives right to Toller. Toller at the right wing. Goes to Cruz. Back to Toller from 3. She's got another.
She's hitting some big shots. That's 3 threes for her tonight.
Keeping Cascade in it is the sophomore. Floyd slowing it down. Floats to Chilton. Looking for help. And a walk. And that is brutal. That's tough luck.
That's bad. That's bad. We're going to have to get a stop somehow, though. Every call's going against us right now. That's it. That's a push-off right there. He called a charge on her. That's her fourth.
And at the very least, Ron, if you're watching this and you're a fan of Cascade, it's hard to complain. And there have been a lot of calls going right. And floats to Kramer. 2-hand spin.
Nice move.
Takes it herself. Over Toller. A big, big shift in momentum. But as we know,
we got to get a stop.
So many ebbs and flows in this one. Up top, Cruz. Kicks off the rim, bounces right. Toller runs it down, and now Cascade can reset. Driving is Young, left-handed hook, missed.
Bailey, good
and
rebound.
Kramer secures it.
That's all right, good job.
And she's got the jump.
That'll be Cascade ball, but Swago get the ball.
Man, has this game gone up in intensity or what in these last few minutes?
Hey, everything's on the line here.
And Toller, a rare miss, but it tips right to Keel, missed it right, and Zoe Chilton with a block. Tries to escape. And a foul on Cascade. Mercy.
It's going to be Keel's fourth, I believe, also.
So 4 on Keel, 4 on Young. 2 of their most dynamic playmakers.
That's their 2 most athletic players right there.
3 minutes to go in the fourth. 53-49. Hickman County trying to punch their ticket to the semifinals. Ava Floyd from 3. Timeout, Hickman County.
Big time shot right there.
Just a big time player doing big time things.
Well, that was our typical ball screen. Keel just picked up her 4th foul. So instead of going over the top aggressively like she normally does, she went under it, and Ava made her pay with that space.
So 26 points tentatively for Ava Floyd. Unofficially. Yeah.
I may have gotten excited somewhere. And
I understand.
So, that momentum right there, that stretches it out to a 7-point lead. Hickman County, the last few trips down the floor, has had an answer for Cascade defensively. They need to continue getting stops. The thing I would like to see them do better is rebound. We've been giving too many offensive rebounds up. Cascade's probably in double digits on offensive rebounds for tonight, and that's something that you don't win too many games when you do that.
And if there's any lead that's not safe from a team, it's when you're facing Cascade.
Cascade does this too well.
Toller misses the 3. Loose, picked up by Kramer, hands it to Floyd.
Well, they had the rebound, but Bailey did a good job coming up with the steal right there. Bulldog, Lady Dogs will come down and take their time here.
Floyd wants to drive, dribbles
Here comes
back.
A quick trap.
Gives to
Give it
Kramer.
back. Got to be strong.
Floyd goes out to Gordon. Looking for somebody, finds Chilton. Gordon on the cut and goes back out. We are under 2 minutes left in the fourth from J.E. Cisco. Floyd is fouled.
The fouls on Young.
And that'll end the night for Kagan Young. And Comstock will come back in. And Young exits to a well-deserved standing ovation.
She's a good player.
She is
She's
phenomenal.
a good player.
She is phenomenal. Gordon looking for help, picks up her dribble, goes to Everett. Parker gambles, whistle, and a foul on Cascade.
Well, Ava was trying to cut right there. We got our call from him right there. That was a good call. Ava was trying to cut. We're not at 2 shots yet. Oh, yeah, we are actually.
Well, I believe they have it reversed.
No, I think that's right because I forgot about the 4th foul or the 5th foul there on Young.
Well, I mean, there's 5 underneath the visitor and 3 underneath the home. But either way.
That's the way it's supposed to be, I think.
Oh, right, yeah. No, completely disregard what I just said. Yeah. Hey, Ava
There
Floyd.
we go.
So
One more stop.
58-49, bounce pass. Keel goes right. Keel wants to go baseline. The other corner, quick swing. Up top, it's Parker. She wants to drive, and a foul, and 1.
Can't give up those. .126 left. This cuts it to a 2-point game right here, or a 2-possession game.
And that'll be 4 fouls on Everett.
Get the
This
board,
is the
pull
end
it,
one.
pull it.
Tip.
Good job, Haley.
And Gordon gets it out. And another foul called on Cascade, and that'll send Ava Floyd to the line.
That was a big miss right there because that free throw would have cut it to a 2-possession game if they hit 2 threes. Now Ava has a chance to put it to a 3-possession game where they have to hit 3 threes.
The first free throw on the way, it's good.
Halfway there.
That was the 2nd foul of the night called on Caroline Parker. And Floyd goes 2 for 2. The Lady Dogs have hit 60. They lead by 9. And now Cascade going to need to rely on the 3 ball. There's Cruz over the outstretched arm of Zoe Chilton. It's good. Timeout, Lady Champions.
One thing Cascade can do is shoot the 3 ball. They've hit 5 in each half so far. 30 of their 54 points.
I really feel like there are few teams that do it as consistently as Cascade.
Probably that we've faced so far this year.
And this has been an incredible game so far. Very fun, great atmosphere. And I don't think we expected anything less from this Hickman County crowd.
It's been fun. It has. Both crowds have been very into it.
And Cascade, that's not exactly a leisurely stroll either down to Hickman
Buffalo,
County.
right?
Yes. I'm embarrassed at how long it took me to find where Cascade was. Finding out where Hickman County High School is a bit easier than a school not named after a county or.
So Lady Dogs are going to face a full court press right here. Cascade wanting a quick turnover, quick score. That's good.
And Chilton gets it into Floyd. Ava is fouled by Comstock.
They're going to make this game last as long as they can. I'd almost like to see the Dogs come down in a zone. Extend out a zone, put Bailey in the middle to guard anybody attacking the rim, and just see how they do on that. Make them make 4, 5, 6 passes.
And Floyd misses the first one off the front iron.
We need this one.
And Hickman County, nobody there for the rebound. All 4 other players are back on the defensive side.
That made it a 7-point game, 3 possessions.
And we've got 60 seconds to go.
It's an illegal screen.
7-point game. Keel pulls.
We'll take a long two.
Missed it short.
Ah, got to get the rebound. There we go, Bailey. Good
Kramer
job.
secures it, and she draws a whistle. That'll be more free throws for the Lady Dogs.
48.3 seconds away from a semifinal region berth. That one may be the first since 2010, too. I don't know.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I haven't researched that.
But Cascade's going to make this a very long 48 seconds. And the omen falls on the Hickman County free throw shooters. Kramer misses the first. And this one's up. Misses off the front iron. Kramer goes 0 for 2. Laughlin down the floor in a hurry. Gives left. Toller fires from deep. Missed it well long. Keel tries to save it, and it goes off the hands of Toller.
36.8 seconds away.
And the Lady Dogs, these fans, starting to feel it. Inbound to Everett, fouled by Parker.
Maybe a little early for a start the bus cheer. We need to hit about 4 more free throws, I feel like.
Well, with how well Cascade shoots, absolutely. And Everett makes the first.
There's one.
(62-54), 35 seconds left.
There's two.
And Everett makes them both. 63-54. Parker wants to drive, takes it herself. Blocked by Everett.
Carly. It's going to be a jump ball, but that's us.
And
We got the possession.
And the arrow will favor the Lady Dogs. Under 30 seconds to play. Chilton inbounds to Everett. Parker crashes, has to foul. And the Lady Dogs are 1 free throw away from making this a double-digit game. Things looking dire for the Lady Champions.
1 free throw, it'd take a miracle. 10 points. There's
And
the third.
Everett coming up clutch with the late game free throws. 3 for 3.
Bam.
And she's made 4 of her last 4. And Cascade flying down the floor, trying to find a miracle to keep their season alive.
Under 20 seconds.
Deep 3 from Cruz. Missed it. Offensive board.
Don't foul.
Hickman County playing
Don't
off.
foul.
Parker drives.
Don't foul.
And 1. So count the bucket with 10.9 seconds left.
I think that was Carly's 5th.
And that will be the end of the night for Carly Everett as she leaves to a round of applause, well-deserved, and Aubrey Anderson in the game for her.
I'm going to tell you what, I can't talk enough about how Coach Gordon navigated that foul trouble. 3 players with 3 fouls. First one fouls out with 10.9 seconds.
Just masterful coaching from Coach Gordon and great execution by the Lady Dogs. And that's going to be another foul called on Cascade before the inbound can even occur.
They just kind of pushed David.
Aroma of victory is in the air.
The smile on Zoe Chilton's face right now is marvelous. For her to fight through this injury, play this game, win a region game.
On one leg, hitting a critical 3, playing really physical inside as well.
Well, when she hit that 3, it was a 1-point game. Huge 3.
And Kramer makes them both. How about a little hammer, nail, coffin? Parker just says a prayer on a formality, and the Hickman County Lady Bulldogs survive to play at least 1 more game. Coach Gordon and company are on their way to the region tournament semifinals.
I think that'll be just up the road at East Hickman, correct?
So while this is the last game, potentially until what would have to be the sub-state being played here in J.E. Cisco, the Hickman County Lady Bulldogs only have to take a short drive to Lyles, Tennessee on the eastern end of Hickman County for the semifinals of the region tournament, and I'm sure these Hickman County fans are going to turn that into what may as well be a home game.
You better. You better. You go to the semifinals, you win that game, you're in the sub-state, no matter what. You know, you might be on the road, you might be at home, but you're in a sub-state game, and you're one game away from the state tournament.
And these Hickman County Lady Bulldogs, they have been a team personified by their willingness to keep going, by their perseverance, their grittiness. This has been a determined squad, and they have been for the last few months now.
Well, this game tonight personified that to a T. It wasn't a pretty game, Bias. I mean, you know, Ava had 31 points, but you can think of a lot of points that she left out on the floor. You know, Carly Everett came out 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 points, I believe. I want to tell you who was huge in this game. Of course, Zoe Chilton, we talked about her 3, but Bailey Kramer tonight with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 points tonight. That's offensive production that we haven't gotten in the past. You know, she's normally in that 4 to 6 point range. So she's given us 6 extra points in a 10-point game, and there you go.
And it has been an incredible season, not just for Hickman County, but credit where it's due to these Cascade Lady Champions as well. They have fought hard all season long, but this postseason certainly has left a little bit to be desired.
Well, they are young. You know, that's hard for a player like Kagan Young and Susanna Cruz. Young is a heck of a player. The Lady Dogs did a great job on her tonight. By my stats, she didn't hit a single field goal the whole night. All of her points, she hit 7 free throws. Now, my stats may not be right, but you know, that's a great defensive job. That was Coach Gordon's emphasis coming in. He started off with Haley Gordon on her, brought in Rachel Puckett, brought in Tinley Davis, used up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 fouls on her. And then at the end, to me, probably one of the differences in the game that helped us win that game was when he decided, when they started posting her up, he switched Ava onto her, and Ava was strong enough to kind of push her out, push her off the block, and not let her get her position.
So it was a competitive game through and through. Cascade never quite gave up. They were fighting hard until the final buzzer. But at the end of the day, it's your Hickman County Lady Bulldogs who are going on to the semifinals while Cascade's season ends here inside J.E. Cisco Memorial Gymnasium. But now, Ron, all eyes are on the boys tomorrow night.
They're going to have to come in. They're going to have to do, you know, the same thing. They're going to have to realize it may not be a pretty game. First round region games a lot of times aren't. You know, everybody comes into that. It's kind of like a district tournament. That first round, everybody's 0-0. All you have to do is win one game to advance. So every team feels like they have a chance. Cascade's got a pretty good boys team. We've got a really good boys team. So, you know, what we'd like to do tomorrow is come up and show up, play defense, rebound. If we play defense and rebound, everything else will take care of itself.
And we're going to be back bringing you live coverage of the boys' game tomorrow night. The game is tip-off is at 7 p.m., and the stream will begin around 6:50. We know tonight we had a few technical difficulties. We thank you for staying with us and bearing with us. It's been a fun night all the same, and we're going to look to have all those kinks worked out for tomorrow night to give you the very best viewing experience possible. And this tournament broadcast would not be possible without the Centerville Church of Christ. And of course, we thank our regular season sponsors as always.
Do you have a date on the tournaments? I have not heard when the semifinals and finals are.
I have not heard. Now, we're always going to try to keep anyone that keeps up with WNKX's Facebook page. We're going to keep you guys posted. If you have a friend with me on Facebook, I'm Josh Copley. You can go there, friend me now. I try to share as many updates as I possibly can. And as soon as we hear the bracket, I know Hickman County's page will probably post something, and we're going to be there to share it.
My guess would be the girls would play Monday, and the boys would play Tuesday, would be my guess.
Yeah.
Now, that guess could be wrong. That is strictly a guess. But I feel like it would be Monday, Tuesday, and then they would have the girls' finals possibly on Thursday. But that's a guess.
It's only an assumption for right now, but we will have more answers going forward. But until we see you all tomorrow night, for Ron Puckett, I've been Josh Copley, once again saying thank you, sponsors, and thank you, listeners.